If you have one of the newer generation clay cannons like this one right here, and you've experienced your trigger sticking and things like that, well, I want to explain what the problem could be as well as how to fix it. So let's go. What's up, crew? It's Chris with CloverTac, and welcome back to the channel here on CloverTac. We of course talk about all things firearm related. While I was at SHOT Show, had the opportunity to stop by and talk to our good friends at Do All Outdoors, and they made me aware of a manufacturing issue that they ran into with some of their clay cannons. Now, they weren't really sure how many was affected by this manufacturing issue, but if you're out there and you've got a sticky trigger or a trigger that's hanging up, well, odds are your clay cannon, well, it was affected. Now, before I talk about the fix for this issue, it's important to note that while I have 3 clay cannons, none of mine have this issue. So I'm just going off what I've been told by Do All Outdoors. Now, as far as the tools needed for this repair, pretty simple, just a Phillips head screwdriver and some type of a flat-edged file. And next, you'll take that screwdriver and remove the 14 screws that I have shown right here. Feel free to pause the screen if you need to. Now, when you start to pull the 2 halves of the clay cannon apart, you're going to notice some resistance in the front. That's because the foam piece that stops the throwing arm, well, that is taped or glued to the front of the clay cannon. Pretty easy to separate if you realize that it's that way, so just be careful that you don't break any plastic. And once you've got the 2 halves separated, you can see right here the internals, the guts of that clay cannon. Pretty simple design. What we're going to focus on here is the trigger. And the problem with these, according to Do All Outdoors, is some burrs, some machining burrs on the trigger itself. So lift that out of the unit, set it aside, take your file, and just smooth up any rough parts that you find on that trigger. Once you get that done, drop the trigger back in the same way it came out, throw the 2 halves back together, put the screws in it, and you should be good to go. So there you go, crew. If you have a sticky or hanging trigger on your clay cannon from Do All Outdoors, that's how you can fix it. If you're looking for more content on the clay cannon, got you covered right over here. As for this one, we are done. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And until next time, don't forget to chain fire freedom.